Hey there folks, CFL Jim here to talk about week 3 of the CFL action. Let's get into it. Game number 1, we have the Montreal Alouettes taking on the Saskatchewan Rough Riders, and boy, howdy, was it a game. The Alouettes I dubbed as the most unlucky team in the CFL, and they used all that karma they built up in weeks 1 and 2 to get a nice big W here, because they won 37-13. Whoo boy! A big part of the reason Montreal looked so good is because Saskatchewan looks so bad. We got the bad Cody Fajardo this week, folks. I'm not going to be picking against Saskatchewan next week, I'll tell you that much for free. Other points against the Riders, they really haven't seemed to get that run game going. They haven't had a really strong rushing attack at all this season quite yet. I'm still waiting on them to be able to rush the ball consistently and effectively. With Cody Fajardo looking this bad, you have to think, if he's consistently on the bad side, will we see more Mason Fine throughout the season? North Texas legend, keep that in mind. I still think Cody Fajardo's the guy, but he's got to have more good than the bad. You got to see more weeks 1 and 2 Cody Fajardo, less weeks 3, if you know what I'm saying. Montreal, offense looked fantastic. They're still putting up a lot of points. Defense stepped up. I still think that's more Cody Fajardo being bad, but defense stepped up. They finally got a win. They got the monkey off their back. I think they're going to march forward and have a very, very good season, at least by Alouette standards. Now, main takeaways for the Rough Riders. You can throw this one away. Bad Cody Fajardo game. Throw that one in the dumpster, forget about it, move on. For the Alouettes, you hold on to this one. You want to hold on to this one because you finally got a W. You got the win, and now you can use that to domino into more wins potentially. You got the most unlucky team name off your back, and now you can look forward through the windshield and smash that rearview mirror because you're not looking behind you anymore. Go forward, Alouettes, and get that win. Game number 2, we have the Hamilton TigerCats facing off against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in a rematch of the 2021 Grey Cup. And the score may show that it was kind of a blowout, but this was one of the closest blowouts I've ever seen. Hamilton was in it for a majority of this game, and just like the weeks prior, they just fall apart late in the second half and let the team run away with it. Winnipeg, I'm going to give it to them because that defense is legit. They look good, and Zach Collaros is clutch when he needs to be. But boy, howdy, Hamilton gave this one away. The D-line seemed kind of off. There was a weird coin flip to get the game going because there was a weather delay. It rolled down the whole thing. That was really funny. This was a very fun game. Defensive battle for the most part, but Hamilton just couldn't get past themselves. And they couldn't get past that defensive front of Winnipeg. Willie fucking Jefferson and Jackson fucking Jeffcoat deserve medals of honor for what they're doing for defensive linemen around the world. These guys are studs. Winnipeg's defense is just, it's just pure sexual energy. And as a Jim, I appreciate really, really good defense. Takeaways. Hamilton, clean it up. Just clean up your game. Clean it up, you fucking cats. You disgusting, gross, yellow cats. Clean up your shit. For Winnipeg, keep doing what you're doing. Just do it a little better each week, and you're going to fucking find yourself in a Grey Cup again, buddies. It's going to be smooth sailing for the Blue Bombers, I tell you what. Game number 3, we have the Edmonton Elks taking on the Calgary Stampeders, with the Stampeders winning 30-23. The Stampeders prove once again that they are the luckiest team in the CFL with another second half comeback. The Elks, ever improving, dominated the first quarter but just couldn't keep the pace up in the second half. So Arbuckle's getting there. He's doing pretty good. BLM is he's doing pretty good. He puts up the stats. And he turns it on when he needs to. The guy is a stat fucking machine for Calgary, folks. Elks getting better week in, week out. Calgary looking good. They could just as easily be 0-3 as 3-0. That's the weird thing with this Stampeders team. I tell you what, they look good at points. They look bad at points. They're a good second half team. They might be a good live betting team. Every game you watch, just might want to take them in the second half, if you know what I'm saying. Hard to take away too many negatives for both teams. Hard to take away you like the positive aspects. You want to be a bright side kind of guy. So for Edmonton, You're improving week in and week out. Arbuckle looks better each and every week that you see him. You just want to keep getting better. You want to see improvement. If you're an Elks fan, you want to see improvement. You're going to win one of these weeks. You're going to win one of these games. Calgary, you're skirting by. You're getting lucky each and every single week. That luck's going to run out eventually. You're a paper tiger, folks, and I don't know what to do about you. But you keep winning, so can't be too upset. Love you guys. This was a fun game. This was a good fun game. Good way to start your Saturday, if you ask me. Game number 4, we have the Toronto Argonauts taking on the BC Lions with the BC Lions, the British Columbia fucking Lions, laying the smackdown 44-3. Who'd have seen this coming? Who'd have seen the BC gosh darn dang fucking Lions laying the wood out? Nathan Rourke, Canadian of the fucking week in my book. This guy's electric. Oh, buddy. And that just goes to show on the opposite side, McLeod Bethel-Thompson is outclassed in a lot of regards. If you're not playing Swag Kelly next week, Toronto, I'm going to burn your city to the goddamn ground. Anyway, the game was fire. It was amazing. Nathan Rourke was on fire, and they didn't stop. They were up 30, 40 points. They're still throwing bombs, going for broke. The BC Lions are an electric team. They're fun to watch. Oh my God. And friggin' Butler, as a star running back, they even switched up running backs to David Mackey. He was the star this time. They could do it all. BC is the team to watch out for, everybody. It's crazy. Toronto, not much to say. You didn't look great. You looked pretty damn bad, if you ask me. McLeod Bethel-Thompson, not the guy. Defense looked flabbergasted. I expected more out of this offense. I don't know. BC's just really good, I guess. So, takeaways from the game. Toronto, put in Swag Kelly. What do you got to lose? Put the man in. Get him in there. I'd love to see it. British Columbia Lions. Oh my fucking God. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep Nathan Rourke on this path. He's going to be my Canadian of the goddamn year. Keep it up. Love it. Love it. Love it. Well, that'll do it for week 3 of the CFL. Let's get into the CFL Jim Power Rankings for the CFL. At number 9, I have the Edmonton Elks. They still haven't gotten a win. They've looked better each week, but they still need to impress me with a W. Number 8, I have Hamilton. They've looked a little bit better than the Elks. Those ones are pretty interchangeable for me. Number 7, I have the Ottawa Red Blacks. It's just because they haven't won yet. It's just because they don't have a win. Once they get a win, they're probably going to skyrocket up these rankings. Number 6, I have the Toronto Argonauts. Steep fall. If we don't see Swag Kelly in the next week, I'm going to burn the city of Toronto down. Number 5, I have the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Probably the biggest fall of any team. They just looked all out of sorts. They were outclassed. Number 4, Montreal Alouettes. They finally got a win. They looked way better. I'm excited to see where this team can go. Number 3, I have the Calgary Stampeders. Still looking really good, looking strong. They're still extremely lucky, but this one was probably the least luck-induced win of their schedule. They looked good. I like Montreal here at number 3. Number 2, give me the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. That's right. That's right. I'm doing it to them. I'm doing it to them. I'm going off the rails, people. I'm going off the fucking rails. The Blue Bombers are still really good. They look great. The defense is still fantastic. Zach Klacharos is always going to come in, but number 1 just looks so good. In 2 games, number 1, by the way, BC Lions. They looked amazing. This is the best offense in the CFL. Nathan Rourke is my Canadian of the month. He's such a good player. This is such a good team. They've dominated in both their games. At least, Winnipeg was close with Ottawa. BC, the Lions have dominated each game they've played. I can't put them any lower than 1. Fucking bug. Anyway, that'll do it for this week's CFL recap. Join me next week when I recap week 4 of the CFL and we get real interesting.